the great Canadian golfer who won that green jacket himself in 2003. Mike Weir is on the phone from Sandy, Utah, to talk about this with me this morning. And Mike Weir, good morning to you and thank you.
Good morning.
A pleasure to have you here to talk about your thoughts on Arnold Palmer's passing. I'm wondering, number one, your tweet, because we saw it last night. You obviously heard the news last night. And what were you thinking about when you heard that news?
Well, it was really sad. It was, I was actually having a birthday celebration for my girlfriend at my house yesterday. So we had some friends and family over yesterday. And when I heard the news, we all... I opened a special bottle of wine, and we all raised our glass to Mr. Palmer, and just so many things came to mind. We immediately flipped on the Golf Channel to watch what they were showing, and after watching a lot of what they were showing, it just brought back a lot of memories when I was a junior golfer and how much I looked up to him, and to have this special privilege to get to know him over the years, especially after I won the Masters, and to be in the champions locker room with him and share some stories with them. It's been really special for me.
You've raised so many things. You mentioned the Golf Channel, which of course he set up. That's an interesting tie-in, of course. But your decision to play golf, to take up the game as a junior golfer, how much of a role did he play in that? How much did you look up to him?
He definitely played a role. I mean, Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer were the two players that I looked up to, and I had a chance to see him when I was a junior golfer at Glen Abbey when I believe I was 13 years old in 1983, and to see the King out there live, it was so inspirational to see guys that I had seen on TV up close, and Arnold in particular, and he has such charisma, and he's just such a great man, and getting to know him over the years just even better than what I could imagine.
Because, as you said, you got to know him at the Champions Locker. You got to share. You have in your closet the green jacket, of which he has 4. I'm wondering in particular about the Tuesday night Masters tradition, the Champions Dinner. I guess you would have seen him there. Can you tell me a little bit about those encounters? And I'm imagining him holding court at Augusta. I don't know if that's the case. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, the Tuesday night dinner is very special, and over the years, there's so many obviously great champions in that room, guys I've looked up to all my life, but there's something special when Mr. Palmer walks in the room. Everybody's head turns, everybody gets up to shake his hand. You can just feel the love everybody has for him, not only as a golfer, but just as a human being. He's just so real, and when he asks you about yourself and how things are going, he means it. He's not just saying it in passing. He really wants to know how you're doing, and vice versa. It's been fun to have lunch with him on occasion and talk to him about his Arnold Palmer drink business and how that all came about, and his golf course design, and all the little things I've been able to share and listen to, and great words of advice over the years. It's just those things happen in that Champions locker room, so it's been a real privilege to be part of that.
You called him Mr. Palmer. Is there anybody else in the game you refer to as Mr.?
Oh, there's a few that I refer to as Mr., but him in particular, and he actually doesn't like it when you call him Mr. Palmer. He prefers to be called Arnold when you're speaking with him, and but I refer to him as Mr. Palmer, and he's just such a great man, and he's had great advice for me over the years, and you tell by the love that's being thrown out there in this sad day today, but how much everybody cared for him.
Tell me some of the advice he shared with you.
Well, I think one of the main things was just kind of stick to your guns when, talking about golf swing in particular, just kind of find your own swing. I mean, it's good to have a teacher and someone that can keep an eye on things, but you got to stick to the things that work for you. And I remember talking to him about putting and how to steady your head, and little different things he used to keep his head steady when he putted. And those little great things that to share a drink on Tuesday evening and talk about the game and about the swing, those are special moments and things that I'll remember forever.
Because he certainly knew about keeping his own unique swing, didn't he, and not changing his in the face of what everybody said. Let me pull up the tweet that you mentioned, because you referred to it last night, and we have it here. So there's the picture. If we can do that, I think we have that here. There it is. So there's the picture of you, and there's the bottle of wine. I can see you toasting him. And what you wrote, everyone knows the great champion Mr. Palmer is, but having spent time with him, he's an even better human being. So what's the lasting image that you'll have of Arnold Palmer, the human being, Mike?
Oh boy, I mean, so many things come to my mind. I guess it is just that genuine nature and gentle nature that he has, and just how he loves people. I think that's the biggest thing for me, is that he loves people, and he appreciated that, how much support he's had over the years, and how grateful he is for this great game that we play, and what a life it's given him. And he was always appreciative of that, and appreciative of the fans. He was a man of the people, and that's the thing that I remember about Arnold, and just that genuineness about him. I mean, he really, when he asked you a question, he would sit and listen, and it's just special to get to know him, and to be part of his. Would have loved to have been able to play with him in his prime, because it would have been fun, and he was so charismatic of a player, and but I just remember his genuineness.
Thank you for sharing those special memories and that connection you had to him. A pleasure to have you as a guest on the program this morning. Thanks for making time for us.